mystery could be around any corner, or in this case, under any foundation. While excavating to widen the road, the Antiquities Authority, led by Miriam Arvisal, discovered this mosaic, which goes back 1,800 years. Miriam,
Yes.
how did you uncover this mosaic?
That was just by chance. I was sent here in 1996 to do a trial excavation about 4 squares because the municipality wanted to widen the road, the Heralutz Road. And I knew that there were all sorts of mosaics around here. So I don't know, maybe. And I dug these 4 squares. I opened them, and then one square I had a white corner. It's for the farthest corner. So where is a white corner, there's more. So in the square next to it, we dug like mad, and I found the tiger. There's a tiger in this northern panel, and I saw immediately it is a fantastic quality, and nothing like that here. So that's it, we found it. And I spawned the workers. We have to open more and more, and then invite Amir Drori, who was then the head of the Antiquities Authority, and show him, you see, I can't finish after 2 weeks, I have to do more. And he came, and everybody was astonished, and then I got free hand to dig and dig and dig and dig, and after 2 months I had all this free. And then afterwards I continued to dig, and here, about 10 meters after this, is another very nice and very large mosaic floor. In the same style like here. Not the artistic quality, but the same sort of style with this guilloche bands and the broad white border. And so it's still waiting.
What year is this from? What part of
1996.
And how old is the mosaic?
This is from the late 3rd and early 4th century AD.
And whom do you think put this together? What culture?
That is a good question, because we have parallels pointing to North Africa, and we have parallels pointing to Antiochia. And so it might be somebody with a pattern book came, and the owner of this villa said, I want this and this and this. And this I don't want, because there are things that are missing here. And that puts a big question mark. And so maybe there were several crews, we don't know. And maybe the patterns were invited by the owner of this place, and he said, I want this. For example, in the middle, with this very nice emblem, this octagonal emblem with the 2 lions on the mountains. That is, we know that. It is from Ethiopian mountains with the source of the Nile in the middle. And then there is this Ketos, this water monster, and not Orpheus. There should be Orpheus playing for the animals. No Orpheus there. And then you have the panel with the fishes. Another very common thing in late Roman mosaic floors, there should be Oceanus or Thetis. No Oceanus, no Thetis, no gods. So somebody deliberately omitted to depict pagan elements. So who was it? An early Christian or a Jew? We don't know. It hasn't been a pagan. That is evident. I think so.
How does this compare to other antiquities that have been discovered as far as the quality and the unique?
Nothing like that has ever been exposed in Israel. Not the size and not the artistic quality. Because this is quite unusual, because it's late 3rd and early 4th centuries, and we don't have many mosaic floors from the same period. So this is really exceptional.
And what is the Antiquities Authority going to do next?
The middle panel, the square middle panel, the beautiful one, goes for 2 years on exhibition in the Metropolitan Museum. And the other panels will be taken out and put on the modern foundation, because you can't live 1,700 years, you can't live it here. In one winter it will be gone. So it will be taken to the laboratories in the Rockefeller Museum and will get a modern foundation. And then afterwards we have to dig beyond. below this and see there's probably early Roman remains under it, because I had them next to it. And after that we can build a visitor center and put everything back.
So you think that there are more earlier centuries and things to find right under this?
Quite straight under it, because I opened some squares next to it and I had early Roman material below the level of this mosaic floor. So probably there's more early Roman material under here.
How far into antiquity might it go as far as going down and down? How far?
Not so much more, because it will be really, no, it's too much. The tell is over there. Neolith and Chalcolith and Middle Bronze, everything is there. Here I hope it's only Roman.
And how long did it take you to get this far?
To dig, not so much. I think to dig this area about 2 months, 3 months.
It's pretty painstaking so you don't hit anything, right? So nothing gets...
Yes, but anyway, there's always something. Here in Lourdes there's always something, and it depends what you make out of it.
And finally, Miriam, what have the people thought of it when they see it?
Oh, they were very excited and they were very keen it should stay here. But we have to explain, we have first to take it out and repair it and put it on a healthy foundation and then put it back. So I hope they are satisfied, and that's what will be. And here will be a large center with all sort of things to do for the kids and for everybody and for visitors and so on. It will be quite something to lift up Lourdes a bit.
Well, thank you and congratulations on this wonderful find.
Thank you. Thank you.
In Israel, stories are everywhere. We were covering the women's softball for the Maccabia games between Team USA and Israel, when some of those watching from Kibbutz Gezer told us about this wonderful find. Reporting from Lod, I'm Steve Grad for JLTV.